Hi, my name is Ashley Mickelson and I will be doing a video about IDEA. This is for my GCU class for SPD 500. All right, so we'll be talking about IDEA today. So IDEA is the Individuals with Disability Education Act, and it is a law that makes available free, appropriate public education to eligible children with disabilities throughout the nation and ensures special education and related services to those children. So what does that include? So it includes a total of 12 things. So we have the free approachable public education, which is also known as FAPE, and it ensures that children with disabilities receive an education that is tailored to their needs at no cost to their families. So, and then we go to the LRE, which is the least restrictive environment. This mandates that students with disabilities should be educated in settings that are close to mainstream classrooms as possible, which promotes inclusion, which is the class immersion. Then from there, we have a referral process. And this is the initial step where a student is recommended for special education evaluation due to concerns about their learning behavior. And this is typically sometimes observed with a teacher, or it may be observed by other peers, such as like family members that may have a concern, and they raise the awareness from there. From there, we then have eligibility determination. So what this means is, evaluation process. And then after the evaluation process, you have eligibility determination. With evaluation process, this involves assessing a child's abilities and needs to determine eligibility for special education services. And then from there, after the evaluation, a team decides if the student meets the criteria for special education services based on their disabilities and educational impact. From there, we have IEP components that come into play. And the IEP components is the individualized education program outlines a specific learning goal, services, accommodations, or how progress will be measured for the student, especially for students who are historically marginalized, such as those with disabilities. Then we have, of course, parent and student involvement. Parents and students have the right to, of course, participate in the IEP process, which is ensuring that their child is considered in education decisions. And this is the importance of collaborating with families to promote participation in educational decision-making, has been identified as one of the key principles of the Individuals with Disabilities Act, IDEA, according to Council for Exceptional Children on Working with Families. And from there tends to be quarterly progress monitoring, which is just a regular assessment of a student's ability to ensure that we are meeting the IEP goals and making academic advancements for them. And then, of course, we have annual review processes, which is just where the IEP is reviewed annually to assess progress, modify goals as necessary, and of course, make any necessary adjustments to the educational plan as necessary. And this could be adding stuff to the plan and or removing stuff as necessary as well. And then we, of course, have procedural safeguards. And this is just legal protections ensuring that parents and students are provided with information and, of course, have rights throughout the entire process. We have prior written notice, which is where we must provide written notice before taking certain actions, explaining what they propose or refuse to do regarding a student's education plan, and then we'll explain why. And then related services, this is where we can do support services like speech therapy, counseling, and any transportation that may be necessary for a child with disabilities to benefit for them within special education. But that is the gist, and that kind of explains the little clock that I have on my diagram with my visual aid. And everything, if you notice, will point back to IDEA because it's all part of the plan. It is all part of IDEA. It makes it up because you can't have IDEA with only one of those things or only a few of them. You have to have all 12. It's all encompassing, and without it, something's going to fall apart. So that is what I've got. I thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.